Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. In today's video, we do have a very unique device. This is the Street Fighter 2 plug and play complete Unbox. And in Dutch language, it is aansluiten op uw tv. Yeah, that is actually how it is, like plug and play on your television. So it's also called the Mega Drive because we had like the Mega Drive and not the Genesis. So this was like licensed products and I picked it up some time ago and I was really curious, what are we getting? So I love it how they actually like having these, let's say, tiny screenshots saying Ryu versus Ken and having Vega versus Balrog to make it more exciting. However, the box itself is absolutely in like I almost say it's pristine condition. It is in good condition. It's not faded out. However, the plastic, I don't know what happened or where they just found this, but it looks absolutely horrible. And I can tell you that finding this in a complete box, and I didn't even pay a lot of money for it. However, the question remains, can I unbox this thing without like destroying the box itself? Yeah, so let's see that we do have like Redica play online at redicaGames.com. So let's see what is actually, oh, there's even bonus game like Ghouls and Ghosts is inside, so that's kind of cool. So I do want to, do I open it up from the bottom part or do I open it up from, okay, wait, let me remove this plastic or this tape. Or do I need to remove it from the upper part? So that's always like the question because I want to keep the box in original condition. There we go. Yeah. How do I unbox this? Oh, there we go. That's the way how it goes. Okay, because I want to keep it in original condition. So let's see, Street Fighter 2, the manual. Arcade Legends. Well, let's see what kind of information there is on here. How you need to install the batteries, TV connection. Okay, wait. Okay, this part is even more funnier. Connected throughout a video recorder. Yeah, so actually it says over here, the Sega Mega Drive on the video recorder. I'm guessing that, yeah, okay, I can still remember at the front we having those video recorder with the inputs. I'm thinking, but it's kind of cool because I think you can even record it. So that was something I personally never thought about doing. So it has like an overview of everything, like the champion mode, hyper mode, and actually what it all does. So that's kind of cool. And what is even more cooler, that all of the, let's say, super moves are included in this manual. Okay, that's interesting. But most of them, I still remember them, so there's not going to be a problem whatsoever. So okay, so let's open it up and look how filthy it is. Maybe I can clean it up before I'm going to put this back in the box. Man, everything is so weird and so filthy. Look how like decolorized it is. So this thing is a plug and play device, but also it has been used. That is just clear. I do wonder, I hope they didn't left the batteries in because that is always like the biggest collector nightmare. Can I use a screwdriver? Yep, I can. Okay, so let's open it up. Let's see what... do I see anything? Can I open it up? Oh no, they left it in. Oh man, I was afraid of this was going to be happening. Oh, Jesus, why? Okay, so what we're going to be doing is cleaning up my desk because you need to be very careful with these things. And yeah, remove the batteries, hope to clean it up and just to see if we can slap in some new batteries and hoping we can fix it. Oh. Okay, so I have this cleaning cloth. So what I'm going to be doing is just very carefully like removing them, grabbing with a cloth or use gloves if you want to. Okay, so we're going to be putting this in a special location for batteries. The next thing we're going to be doing is like cleaning this all up. Let's see if we can do it. You can always use like some with cloth yourself. And we're just going to be removing all of the debris of the batteries. And because this thing is wet, it's going to be so much easier. You always need to be careful. This is the easy part. Because if you're going to be if you're going to be removing it, the most annoying thing is that I have all of the filth on my review mat over here. Actually, this is a yoga mat, but you know, the next thing that we need to do is cleaning it up in here. And yeah, there are some different stuff you can use for it for cleaning it up. However, when you're looking at the connection, it is not in super bad, so it didn't had like a lot of severe damage. But let's clean it all up and let's put some batteries in, and hoping that this thing still have connection. Otherwise we need to completely tear it down and just clean it and brush all of the crap out. Okay, so let's clean this first part up. Let's put some batteries in, and always be careful with this because the stuff that come out of these batteries is freaking toxic. So I just want to be clear about that. Okay, so let's give this thing a boot up with some fresh new batteries. So it's not going to be like a massive problem because you can just plug in a power supply if needed. So that is a positive thing. Okay, so there is some, let's say, rust on the connector. But it seems to be that it doesn't do anything. I really need to make sure that this thing actually does have like the right batteries. Are the batteries right? Oh man, I need to like get myself some tools, and let's see, and what kind of voltage do I need? 6 volts. You know, that's one of those weird voltages, 6 volts. We don't have a lot of power supplies that actually have that. So we're starting off with the teardown. Normally I'm going to doing that after that, or after, let's say, the main review, but yeah, we do have a problem with the pin connector and it's not turning on, so that is going to be having a problem in general. So what's kind of interesting, that when it comes to the wires and everything else, they did a great job when it comes to the, let's say, the overall with the glue. But let's see what it actually says over here. So it just showcases actually some chip information, not a lot of information that we can actually do something with. Putting some tape over here, so to keep these wires in place, black blob, and having this very strange piece of foam holding the cable in place, and there are like the controller cables. So inside of this there is no weird things going on with the capacitors or any problems, but besides that there's also not a lot of information. Where I just showcase over here Paul S, so that is actually the thing that I already knew, that was like a Paul system. But the question remains, can we remove the piece of metal? Because yeah, we do have a problem when it comes to the connection, because there's not a lot of rust on here, but enough to damage and not giving any energy through. So what I can try maybe is to lift it out like that and to see if I can do anything. I managed to connect the batteries again because the connection itself has been cleaned up with sandpaper. My camera don't run to, let's say, focus on it, but I can tell you that the connection seems to be working fine. But I noticed and also another issue with this thing. So the power LED, at first I was thinking why it doesn't boot up, but if you're going to be like pushing it in, you can see that it start blinking and sometimes it does go out. So for now it seems to be working fine, but if this continues, what I need to do is basically removing the PCB underneath here and seeing if I can fix the micro switch underneath. But so far it seems to be working just fine now. We can also call this the Super Street Fighter or Street Fighter 2 Spaghetti plug and play device, because this is actually how it looks. Look at this, all the spaghetti of the cabling. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is cleaning the console itself, because everything looks so filthy. And we're actually going to be cleaning it up. I just feel, yeah, it's not that bad at all. But however, let's clean it up a little bit, because I was just holding this thing, holding the box. I don't know what they did, or it has been laying on like an attic for like 20 years or something. However, it's absolutely crazy. So let's clean it up and let's have some fun today. Alright, so let's see how it is with the menu itself. It said it came with a bonus game, so we do have actually just 2 games to play. The question remains, Arcade Legends, is this thing fun to play, or is it just some awful emulation performance? But how about the controller quality? So I'm very glad I went for the 6-button controller. It's going to be so much less convenient playing Street Fighter. However, you're looking at everything, like you can just start the game by pressing start and the menu button coming back. The buttons, oh boy. It feels really bad and very clickish. The D-pad itself, they went for the floating D-pad like the original controller, but this is nothing like the original. However, let's try some Street Fighter, because I have really big love for Street Fighter, particularly when it comes to Street Fighter 2. But yeah, this is, I'm guessing, not the arcade version, but the one for the Mega Drive. Chicken Fighter number 2. I implemented some 4:3 aspect ratio when it comes to this monitor. I just want to be clear about that, because if you're going to be plugging this in your television, not on CRT or just an LCD at least, it's going to be absolutely widescreen shenanigans. However, let's see. So it sounds kind of slow. Oh, Because they're using mono on this thing, there is no like sound effects or choosing the character. Oh man, that is such a missed opportunity. Ooh, are we getting my favorite? Yep, this is my favorite soundtrack. Let's see how it sounds with only mono. Oh yeah. Alright. The button aiming is great on this. The D-pad feels so cheap, but it is actually working for me. Okay, can we do a Shoryuken? No, Shoryuken is going to be different. Oh, there we go. So when it comes to the controls itself, they feel cheap, but they seem to be working perfectly. Like my match. It is! Come on. Yeah! So, but when it comes to the gameplay itself, it's just an original Mega Drive ROM. How cool would it be if you could buy these things with original arcade ROMs on them? That would be so awesome. Okay, he's going to be annoying. Oh man, I thought I knew the moves. Come on, Psycho Crusher! There we go. Haha. This was such a cheap move, that sliding move. There we go. Hold it. Go. What? Didn't even know you can do that. Nothing beats a Psycho Crusher. Oh yeah. But let's get to the main menu. You can see how fast it actually works. It would be cool to have like a quick load, quick save, but yeah, they never thought about it back in the day. That's a fact. So let's check out the Ghouls and Ghosts and let's see how that game is. Because I really suck at it. I can tell you that. So what is kind of cool that we can also play this with 2 players. So what is kind of interesting that they implemented this extra game on the cartridge of plug and play thingy. But let's be honest, Capcom has such a massive like great games, and if you're picking this up, I wish I went for more games. So far so good. Oh yeah, there we go. Haha. Ooh. So far so good. I can still remember that this game on the real arcade was even more brutal than actually this game on the Mega Drive. Ugh! Was not like a part that you're getting this super ultimate armor. If you... Yep, there was a part. Oh yeah! And what's even cooler, that you can just hold the button. I think it was like holding it, charging it. That was so cool. Oh yeah, getting the sword and different power-ups. Oh yeah. Didn't they like also have like a different power-up? Oh yep, absolutely. Man, this game is so much fun. But a lot of frustrating moments. I really enjoyed myself making this video, and that's just simply to do because of Street Fighter and Ghosts and Goblins. Man, I love these games, they're so much fun, and this plug and play has a lot of potential. Well, I find a little bit of a downside having mono audio, is that like stereo or an HDMI functionality, or having a lot of games. How cool would it be if you can hack these games and make like the ultimate plug and play device? However, hacking, I think that's not something that's going to be happening anytime soon, because these things have been on the market for some time. Thank you all for watching, consider subscribing, and it would be great to see you in the next video.